Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's time for another Saturday shout out. Shout out. And I'm super excited to be here with one of the best humans on the planet, truly, Justin Brooks, my friend. And he is a source of inspiration to kids everywhere. I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about himself, but I just want to, before he starts, just say he's an incredible teacher that changes kids' lives. So, on that note, welcome, Justin.
Welcome. Thank you.
Tell the Thrive Tribe a little about yourself.
Okay, so I just finished up teaching my 14th year. Same school since fresh out of college. I teach French, and this year I taught an SEL only class. And so it was incoming freshmen, and it was all SEL based lessons and all that sort of stuff. And I actually next year will be the on campus interventionist for our school. So that's pretty exciting.
Wow. Okay, so let's go back for a second because we have a lot of people in our group that may not be educators. So SEL stands for Social Emotional Learning. Can you tell us what kinds of things you teach kids in there?
So what I did is I kind of based it all around the 5 pillars of social emotional learning. So we started the school year with just self-awareness and talked a lot about mindfulness and being aware of what's happening in their brain in these teenage years and all that sort of stuff. Then we moved into self-management. So we did a whole kind of coping strategies notebook that they could use if they felt like they were anxious or upset or anything like that. Then we moved into relationship skills. So interacting with people. We talked a lot about social awareness. So since now they're aware with what they're going through, they can become aware of what other people are going through. And then problem solving skills. And so then we just kind of tied it all together, and every day hit a little bit like, oh, don't forget this is, self-awareness, or don't forget this is the importance of relationship skills and that sort of stuff. So.
Wow. And I kind of know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway because our audience doesn't know. What kind of, can you tell them about the success that you had with the kids, the particular group who got selected to be in this class and what the results kind of panned out to be?
Yeah, so the kids that were selected to be in this class were incoming freshmen. They were kind of like the lowest of the low, maybe had attendance issues, behavior issues. They had pretty low reading scores, usually between a 4th and a 6th grade level in their reading scores. So kids that our principal kind of felt needed a little extra help in order to be successful. And so they really kind of like grew into these amazing people. I wasn't sure at first how it was going to go. And then after the first quarter, I was like, you know what, I just kind of want to check grade wise how they've done. And so I checked their grades, and they all were academically eligible to be in sports or to be in after school things, that sort of stuff, which is really cool, number one. So then I checked again at the semester, and it was the same. I think on average, I had about 20 out of the 24 kids that were academically eligible every time, which was really, really cool. There were 2 kids that kind of were hit and miss. Like one time it was two kids, and then the next time it was 2 different kids. And then there were about 2 or 3 kids that just, I don't think with any sort of extra support, they were just interested in being eligible. And so, cause they were consistently not not participating or anything like that, but they were still growing. I felt like as humans, it was just the academics where they still weren't really interested. And then I was actually talking to our principal, and they were looking at their reading scores at, I want to say probably mid-May, and everybody's reading scores went up at least 2 grade levels. So
Wow,
yeah.
that is amazing.
Yeah, it was really it was an awesome experience. It was really cool.
That is so awesome. And so tell us about your new position. What will you be doing there?
So on-campus intervention will be working closely with the dean. We've kind of discussed, and it's almost like for anybody that's familiar with the whole PBIS, MTSS sort of structure, we view it as almost like a tier 1.5. So everything where teachers may have tried everything they can think of in the classroom and it still is not working, but it's not severe enough to be sent to like a tier 2 intervention, where that's where I would come in. So I would work a lot with social emotional skills, also doing mediation, circles, working one-on-one with students, or usually in like small groups, 2 to 4 kids at a time, anywhere from 3 hours to 3 days. So,
Wow, that's going to be so exciting. I can't
yeah,
wait to hear more about that.
yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you just a couple of questions. When you're feeling down or discouraged, what is your well-being tool of choice? You know, whether that's, you know, mindfulness or gratitude or forgiveness or running. What is your what's your well-being tool of choice?
I think my go-to is meditation. Just taking that time to sit and be, and letting everything that is stressing me out or making me feel down or anything like that just kind of flow away. You know, a lot of times people equate your mind to a river, and so thoughts come up and thoughts float away. And so I just kind of imagine that these negative things or these things that are making me down just kind of float away, and then by the end, I'm usually back back to my normal self.
Okay. What are some things that you think are good about having a group like the Thrive Tribe?
Gosh, I feel like there's a lot. I think number one, there's just that collective goodness. I feel like we are inundated with all the negativity, you know, the classic, if it bleeds, it leads on the news. And,
Yeah.
you know, and so we're just all the time surrounded by negative things in our world nowadays. And there's really no escaping it. So like having a group like the Thrive Tribe is nice because it's like you see all these people that are really in the world just to be good and to spread that goodness and that kindness and all of that. So I think that is the best thing about it.
I love that. I love that we can easily be jaded by all the negative, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's just a neat perspective to look at it that way. Thank you. Okay, so here's some random questions.
Okay.
So you have just been asked to be on the Tonight Show, which is almost as good as being on this show. And you know, they play music when you come out. And so what song represents you? What song is playing as Justin comes out? What's the Justin song?
Okay, I think I would say that it's probably something like Walking on Sunshine. I feel like my friends would probably say, you know, Diva by Beyonce might be playing then. So I think either of those two.
I love it. I love it. If you were to describe yourself as a car, what car would best be the best metaphor for you? And what would the exterior part and the interior part of the car? Since I'm in a car, we're going to ask a car question.
Wow. This is like the James Lipton questions on Inside the Actor Studio. Wow. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I would say like a 1930s Rolls Royce soft top convertible, like something classic, but still sporty, you know? So you can do the nights out, or you can do the wind in your hair if you want.
I like it.
Probably leather interior.
Because?
I don't know, because leather's nice.
Nice with you. Actually, since we're in the car, I feel like maybe I should have done like car karaoke. I should have prepared, and we could have sang. I don't know, but I'm not prepared for that, so another time. Okay, and then last question. Oh, wait, one other question I wanted to ask you. Since you're a French teacher, what's your favorite French food?
My favorite French food would, and this is weird because I don't like seafood, but I love a good bucket of mussels and fries.
Mussels and fries.
Mussels and fries, yeah. And I know because I can't stand seafood, but mussels are really good.
Really? And so it's funny. I like seafood. I've never had mussels.
Yeah, they're good.
Check it out. All
Yeah.
right, I'll check it out. Okay, last question. Don't overthink. If you could teach the world just one thing, and the world is here listening, what do you want the world to learn from you?
That everybody has a story, and so don't pass judgment until you know their story.
I love it. I love it. It's hard to hate someone once you know their story.
Right, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Justin. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it. Now the
having me.
Thrive Tribe knows you a little better. You can talk to each other, and you'll be like, "Hey, I know that guy. He's a little story guy." All right. Thanks, Thrive Tribe. I will see you again next Saturday. We'll probably be before then. We'll do something. I'll do a live or something. But have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Peace out. Bye.